the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to pass. Tua. Short throw to Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And the slot man goes in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In motion, Hill. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In motion, Hill. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. For this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting, instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Again, it's Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Powering his way forward. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there? And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running right, here's Achane. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Tua going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Charger drive about to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Here's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Herbert throwing again. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
At the 42-yard line.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this one complete to Davis. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Let's go. Hey, ram. Go.
Herbert now. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Right side, he has Johnston. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer from 10 yards out. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead will shrink to 6. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 81 yards. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. The two are going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Back to throw here, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And the Chargers first down.
Again, Herbert. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call through the offensive court.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Looking to pass. Tua. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. That one good for 24 yards.
And the Dolphins first down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they'll give this to Achane. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing left to prove because I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law.